So yeah, last time I was playing Magic, on specifically Forge, yeah, I defeated Chandra. Yeah, she started with 70 life, had this buff that just gave her one of the four, like, following, yeah. I know there was, like, the Gauntlet that makes all her burn spells do 2 extra damage, the Goggles that ramps her, and, like, lets her just copy one of her burn spells every turn. So yeah, we had, like, the Gauntlet and the Goggles pretty much on board at all times. And then pretty much just, like, every couple of turns, some random, like, Chandra-themed card just spawning on her field. Yeah, by, like, turn 3, sometimes she'd have, like 4, 5, or 6 creatures out by, like, turn 3 or 4. If she got, like, an exceptionally fast start. Even worse if, like, she was, like, on the play, so I'd have, like, even less time to react before I just get my ass handed to me. Yeah, not to mention how fast she could just play all her cards with, like, the extra mountain and the goggles and whatnot. And then there's the fact that, yeah, Chandra typically just, as you'd expect of a red mage, just play a bunch of burn spells that can just very quickly kill a bunch of my smaller creatures. So that pretty much made, yeah, what otherwise probably would have been a really good deck to play against anybody, really. Yeah, with lightning bolts, rift bolts, shocks, just flying around left, right, and center. Yeah, that just turned, like, this deck probably would have been amazing otherwise, but turned those matchups into, like, a complete nightmare. Yeah, just playing this, and then it just gets killed the next turn immediately after. And then you gotta, like, pay 5 to recast it, and they could just die again. Yeah, this specific deck really needs to have Animar out to be functioning at, like, max capacity. To pretty much reach its ceiling, yeah, you need to have your commander on board as early as possible. And if it just keeps dying over and over again, then you're kind of just dead in the water. If we're not seeing so much in the way of burn spells, I do think Animar should be very much viable again. Yeah, if I'm not seeing too much in the way of removal, or just so happens to be in one of the 2 colors Animar is already protected from, white or black, then we should be fine. Yeah, don't mind me, I just want to, like, sort of put this Animar deck back together. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the 3 cards that are only really good against red. And just, yeah, picking 3 cards that I have that would actually be, like, that would make sense to put in there. I think we're actually just gonna stick with that deck for now. Unless I find myself again just watching my commander frequently die to cheap removal over and over again. If we don't, though, we're probably just gonna stick with Animar. Because if the opponent doesn't remove Animar and you get just some really good draws, I mean, especially if, for example, you can just consistently find the cards that let you search your deck, Yeah, because there are just a lot of cards you can put in your Animar deck, a lot of creatures that can just search out other creatures. You can pretty much just potentially find all the pieces you need for your game-winning combo. Very well may be fighting two of these guys on the way back into the actual building that we saw last time. Yeah, I stepped inside this building and was like, okay, this is I'm probably going to be spending a lot more time in this city than I initially thought. Okay, that just gives creatures first strike. Also starting with Mox Ruby, that's pretty nice, so we're gonna get Animar a turn early. Play this, get this out a turn early. Okay. Would have preferred to, I don't know, start off by casting a 1-drop or a 2-drop, but... I mean, I guess it's what we have for now. I'll let this hit me. Reach and training, whatever that is. Okay, I'll pay 2 instead of 3 for the Formidable Speaker. Alright, I can go grab any creature card now that I so desire. I guess I'll just go for the one that lets me draw a card every time I cast a creature spell. Okay, we can actually just draw our entire deck if we want. Animar already has enough counters on it that the statue just costs 0. And because the statue has to return a non-land permanent, it doesn't say that it can't return itself, so that's exactly what I would theoretically just do over and over again. I can just have it return itself. No, I can't play any lands right now, though. I could just keep going for as long as I want, basically. I could literally just go until I find a Mox or something. Because I still have like 2 of those in my deck. And then just play that, and then, I don't know. Actually, maybe be able to play something else besides just this statue. Choose, yeah, 13 cards to discard. I guess we'll have to pitch one more. Silver Bolt. Does 3 damage to target creature. I don't believe I have to worry about that whatsoever. Alright, Lord of Change, I'll just draw 3. Let's just put this guy out of his misery. I believe I can just lead this guy around like so I don't have to duel him. So yeah, this castle right here, this castle-looking building. It's the same guy we beat, like, not even, like, 3 minutes ago. Perfectly fine with that resolving. Four damage to target attacking creature with flying it can do by just tapping itself. Honestly, I couldn't care less right now. Okay, but this on the other hand, this I do care about. And now I gotta recast Animar. This I care about, though. I'll be able to redeploy him next turn. Whenever equipped creature attacks, Heartpiercer Bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. We might actually have to just go without Animar at this point. Might need to actually somehow win without him. Or just get this off the field. One or the other. Because I'm not going to recast it and then just Heartpiercer Bow kills it immediately. No way I'm doing that. Destroy target artifact, and I'm picking the Heartpiercer Bow. Alright, let's try this again. Animar Soul of Elements, let's try this again. I'll take 4. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, let's just wait for as long as we can because, well, ideally I want Animar to actually grow in size as I cast my creatures. Ideally, I actually want this to grow as we play. Okay, let's actually finally attack back. Okay, another Ranger's Longbow, sure. I'm gonna let the Raven Familiar die. I don't feel like paying 4 for this. I'd rather pay 1, but anyways, what are you gonna do? But yeah, because of Vocalist, this is gonna go off twice. So I'll draw 6 cards. Surely we could do something just nutty with 6 cards just drawn. Okay, I'm starting to think the game is not going to be lasting much longer at this point. Now that I got Animar and a bunch of good creatures on the board, yeah, I think he's cooked. Oh, if I want to just go and search for another creature. Oh, right, I have Vocalist, so I can do it twice. I can get 2 out. And then Fierce Empath's gonna enter, and that's gonna trigger twice, too. So that's gonna let me grab 2 creatures with mana value 6 or more. I'm literally just going to be able to go through and grab all the creatures in my deck that I could possibly want at this point. I'll pretty much just be able to go get literally anything I want at this rate. Because this is going to trigger twice too. So we'll discard that and then take... Doesn't really matter. Also, I'll get to untap all my lands. Untapped of up to 5 lands, and this triggers twice also. While this is on the stack, let's actually tap those lands again. While this is on the stack, let's tap the lands down again for more mana. Casually just floating mana like it's nobody's business. And then this ETB is gonna go off twice also. All because of Vocalists. I guess if I want to start copying stuff, I could totally do that. We can cast Kozilek for free here. Grab 2 forests. Oh, we can Surveil 1 twice. I forgot, Vocalist, like... Vocalist does all permanents. I thought she only did creatures. I thought that only did creatures, but all your permanents it does. That's even better. At this point, I'm just showing off. There's no other way around it. And then, yeah, second trigger is going to fail to find. Sure, I guess we'll Worldly Tutor into... It's just gonna go on top of the deck, and then I'm just going to be casting it. So how many creatures do I currently control? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, and then this is going to be number 15. And Tishana's ETB is going to go off twice also. Just casually draw 30. Let's just, again, put him out of his misery. That could have probably been done like 10 minutes ago. Again, I just got really carried away there. Only thing slowing me down at this point is literally just myself. Can I even go back here or no? I don't even know if I can go back there. We'll just assume we're not going to need to give Animar hexproof, but you never know. Okay, that can sacrifice itself to do 6 damage to a creature with flying. Monastery Mentor. I'm just gonna throw a lightning bolt at this immediately. Okay, it's gonna make 2 spirits when it enters. Alright, so it's a 4/4 vigilance. Understood. Trinket Mage. We'll go get... At this point, let's just go grab a Mox. So I can just keep on playing stuff and whatnot. Well, I only have 3 lands, so that's what I'm gonna untap. Let's untap what we can. Okay, we're just playing a lot of creatures here. Okay, this will attack. I'll just chump block. I'm just thinking, what do I copy here? Copy Trinket Mage or copy the Drake? I think I need more mana, so it's probably going to be the Drake. I'll turn that into a Woodland Bellower, and that's probably just gonna go get a Wood Elves. I mean, hey, at least it gets another land on my battlefield. That's into my hand. I might as well cast it, untap some more lands. And apparently not really be able to do anything else, because that was my last card. That was the last card in my hand. No, I didn't think he was going to attack into this full board here. Okay, I only have 2 lands that can produce red. So Kiki Jiki isn't going to be castable anytime soon, I see. I'll turn... Yeah, we'll just turn that Woodland Bellower into a Tishana. Now I draw a card for each creature I control. Wow. I guess we're just gonna be probably swinging, like, this here. Pass. Alright, Wan Shi Tong. X is gonna be 10. Just gotta pay 3 mana, I get, like, a 9 mana discount because of Animar. And that's just gonna drop me another 5 cards. Sidecat Cub, Wooded Foothills. I think we'll just make the flying creature get all the extra counters at this point. Alright, so I can draw 3 more cards. And then I can draw 4 more, because I just drew Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. Okay, there's Pod. Gonna sacrifice this, just go get me a Flame Tongue Kavu. These don't fly. That is the only flying creature, I believe. So just kill it. And now, yeah, this can't be blocked. Didn't have any flyers left. Oh, nice. Corey Steelcutter. I'll keep that. I'll take the Corey Steel. I ain't been good in this book here. I guess that's okay. That's decent. I'd probably just honestly play the Deep Cavern Bat over this, though, these days. Deep Cavern Bat's more or less almost the exact same thing, except it's got Fly and Lifelink and 1 extra toughness. I'd probably just play that. I'd probably play the Bat at this point over that. Each player with exactly 13 life loses the game. I don't think I'm going to be trying to build around that. I don't believe I'm going to be, like, trying to build around that or anything. I don't know, as tempting as it sounds. No thanks, I'll pass. Alright, aside from maybe, like, some mana shards, I want to see what's in it. Anything good in this room or no? Well, we'll have to beat up this Necromancer to go and see. When he enters the battlefield or dies, mill 3 cards. Oh wow, Shieldred Whispering 1. If he's just gonna try and reanimate that into play, then yeah, that's a pretty good reanimator target, if you ask me. That's a fairly good target. We'll just play Animar immediately and hopefully it doesn't just quickly die. That's what I was worried about. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. So if I can't get rid of this, it's probably going to be a very quick loss for me. Probably going to be a really quick loss if I can't get this off the field. I mean, we have Worldly Tutor. We can just Worldly Tutor into anything that can just get rid of this. Animate dead, and then Shieldred just dies. We both have to discard 3 cards. Now we're both discarding 3 cards each. I gotta just, yeah, grab an answer to the Animate Dead and Shieldred. I have to just go grab an answer to this immediately. Destroy an enchantment, that's gonna be this. And I gotta just hope he can't immediately bring that back again. Okay, if he just gets the 5 mana. this land can do if he just gets the 5 mana. I just noticed. And he's like 1 mana away, I believe, from just doing that, if that's what he wants to do. Oh, so you're saying I might have a chance here. Alright, now I got 2 creatures on the board. Oh, I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of them. And a land too. And I have to sacrifice a land too. Is this not enough for you? And I gotta get rid of a land too. Is that really not enough for you? Well, let's attack, I guess, for 3. And yeah, get some much needed card draw off of Edric here with what he's doing to me. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card with power less than Forgefire Automaton's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I know he has this that has less power than Forgefire. Okay, and that's about it. So we'll just bring back the thing that, like, lets him mill 3, pretty much. Perfect. I can just build up a few extra counters on Animar here. Alright, let's draw a card for each creature we control now. Okay, I already did play my land this turn. Draw one more card. And then just say go. He drew... yeah, it has... okay, it's just a basic land. He just drew a land. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get a full play set of Animate Dead. Card that I already own, but now I got like even more of them. Safeguard. Target creature deals no combat damage this turn. Rise and Shine. Infinite Reflection. I'm just seeing, like, yeah, what exactly did we win here? Can I open this? Can I even open this door? No, is there no way in? Cannot seem to open these. Alright, I'm gonna try just go into this side room by beating up this sand golem. Okay, this we could at least keep. No way I'm keeping a hand that has 0 lands in it. That we can not do. That there's no way we can do. Alright, play Animar. And have it immediately die. That was quick. Alright, I think we're just gonna try this again. Hoping it doesn't get shocked a second time. Okay, that is okay. If this gets to stay alive, I guess I'm gonna be fine. I'll just cast this as a creature. And then I'll fail to have mana to cast Edric. Okay, but I totally can't attack through this with Animar. He's not big enough yet. Sand Golem, I'm just gonna counter this thing. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 insects. Because if that really matters, I'm gonna get 2. I guess attack with whoever can, and draw a few cards off Edric. Alright, there goes your creature. And there goes his Tectonic Giant. Oh, just put this in my hand then. Alright, pass. I guess if you want to do anything, go for it. Okay, another Tectonic Giant. Should not be a problem now that my board is looking like this. Alright, let's just draw 4 cards. And then with this, draw 3 more. I'll untap some lands. Alright, Maelstrom Wanderer it is. Now I'm just gonna dump even more stuff onto the battlefield. At least that's the plan, yes. Alright, Kangerbloom it is. Just put another +1/+1 here on Animar. Alright, pass. Okay, sure. That's gonna do absolutely nothing against this board. This fully developed board here. Even then, Moloch can just kill it. Alright, just hurry up and let me kill you already. Oh, am I kidding? We just got Jihad. Choose a color. As long as opponent has cards of this color in play, all white creatures gain +2/+1. We just won a Jihad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also like one of the like 7 like offensive banned cards. We have a literal jihad in our collection now. When did I lose to this guy? Must have been like a really long time ago, surely now. Enfeeblement. Enchanted creature gets -2, -2. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't see how that's supposed to be a problem now. I mean, yeah, I still have a 4/4 here. And now I even got my commander out. Yeah, if this would have been, like, resolved before this cup got any counters, then it would have just died. Black Knight. We don't even have to worry about it. Copy the cub. Put some counters here with the cub, and then I'll also do that again with the cub here. Put more counters there too. I'll take Phyrexian Metamorph. This is gonna copy Wood Elves. With that, I'll just go search for another forest card. And then Scythe Cat Cub is going to resolve again. Both copies, and since this is the second land that entered, it's gonna double the counters here instead of just adding one. It's gonna double it. Twice. And this is protection from black, so this can't even block. See ya. Okay, it doesn't look like I can actually interact with any of these. No, it doesn't look like I'm interacting with these at all. I'm probably just gonna go climb up the tower at this point. Unless one of these guys just forces me to duel him. Oh, wow. There's like a lot to do here, isn't there? There's like a kitchen and everything. There's a lot going on in here. There's like a whole ass kitchen, even looks like. Which I don't know how to get into. Unless that's the way in. Yeah, I guess we can just skip to like going straight into the kitchen and dueling this guy. Zedru's Cook. 50 life. And he has a boss effect? This is an actual boss fight? This is for real a boss? Non-token creatures are food artifacts in addition to their other types. Whenever a player sacrifices a food, put a flavor counter on Chef's boss effect. At the beginning of your end step, create a token of a random creature card on the field, or just from where? With mana value equal to the number amount of flavor counters on Chef's boss effect. This effect is capped at mana value 8. If he's got stuff that just, like... If he has, like, mass artifact removal, I might be in for a bad time. But first things first. I think we can keep this hand. Oh, he's gonna mulligan to 5. Savannah. I didn't think the chef was gonna... I didn't think Zedru's cook was gonna be a boss fight. Wait, that's how many cards in his library? And that's how many cards in his deck? Whenever one or more halflings you control attack a player, create a food token. I'll just pass. So yeah, he's definitely gonna get at least one food token out of that. No getting around it. I think I'm gonna let him have another just because I really want to get Animar out as soon as possible. Alright, there's another food token on his field. If you would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead create one of each. I'm gonna probably just bolt this. I'll have Animar just kill that with Stump Stomp. And then we'll smack him in the face for 2. And then that's gonna be a pass. Alright, Chef, lay it on me. Let's see what you're gonna do now. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, create a food token. Okay. I'm fine with him hitting that. More often than not, I don't even need the Ring of 3 Wishes to actually tutor up cards. Alright, Stomping Ground. Let's just play Kiki Jiki. I guess copy Wood Elves with that. Oh, I could just sacrifice it as for a food token, but no. Just gonna go grab another forest. We have plenty of lands already. We shouldn't need more. Giant Opportunity. You may sacrifice 2 foods if you do create a 7/7 green giant creature token. Okay. Put a flavor counter on Chef's boss effect whenever a player sacrifices a food. So every end step, he's just gonna get a random creature with a converted mana cost of 2 onto his field. From where, though? Any creature in the game, or just from among ones that either one of us play? Or he's not gonna create any. Because, okay, or he can't, because there's nothing on the battlefield that actually has a converted mana cost 2. So I guess he can't even do it in the first place. I got nothing else to really copy besides Wood Elves again, sadly. So just give me another forest. Just thin my deck out a bit, I suppose. Alright, spend 6 mana to play Kozilek. Sounds like a bit much, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, now we're starting to put up a really intimidating board here at this point. We'll just wait till next turn to start swinging. We're not really swinging right now, are we? Yeah, I mean, this could trade for this giant token, but all my creatures costing up to 6 less, I'd much rather have that than getting rid of this one token, especially since I have a 12-12. 12-12, but I can just deal with it just fine. Okay, this is maybe a typo, and maybe it actually triggers at upkeep. Maybe this goes, maybe it happens at upkeep, not end step. Because I don't know where else this was supposed to possibly come from. Alright, Fierce Empath. Alright, the card is gonna let me draw a card for every single creature I have out. Basically, yeah, I refill my hand. Muldrifter's gonna go off twice now, so I'm gonna draw 4 cards total here. One card, 2 cards. I believe I have enough mana to also just dump these onto the field too. Oh, I'm gonna get 2 food tokens myself. I got some food now. I guess we can just Alpha Strike here, or okay, maybe not Alpha Strike. These 2 guys are gonna go at it. Annihilator 4. Let's just see what he's gonna sacrifice. Okay, I guess gain some life in response. There we go. I got him with commander damage, didn't I? Commander damage just killed him. If it wasn't that, he was just gonna end up on 0 life next turn anyways. He was gonna be dead next turn if it wasn't commander damage. Yeah, at that point, you're simply just not gonna get out of that. At that point, yeah, you can't escape that. I'll play Sink into Stupor as a land. How many different colors of mana is this guy playing? Search for a swamp and get a food token. Yeah, swamp into hand and then create a food token. So, yeah, at least 4 colors. Yeah, he's playing at least 4 colors. Yep, there's that swamp, and then there's a mountain forest plains. When Farmer Cotton enters the battlefield, create X1 when white halfling creature tokens and X food tokens. Alright, just one of each. Nothing to be really concerned about. It's only one of each. Okay, let's just get another land onto the battlefield from Coiling Oracle over here. Wall of Roots will let me... If I evoke... Okay, if I do Muldrifter evoked and this has 2 counters on it, I can evoke for 1. Okay, the evoke cost is also being reduced by Animar's passive effect. Which is that way, yeah, I sacrifice it. Oh, it triggers this because everything else is also treated as a food because of the boss effect. Every other creature that's not a token is a food. Also. Okay, so I'm just gonna attack. I might as well just tack the wild growth onto something at this point while we're at it. Okay, it's just like a complete, like, random creature card from who knows where at the beginning of upkeep with convert amount of cost, yeah, 1. Whenever this becomes tapped, I lose 1 life and he gains 1 life. Can't expect much for just 1 mana. Okay. That is reasonable. Play this as a land also. I really do wish I had, like, more, like, creatures in my possession right now, but... This is still going to be castable for 5. Phantasmal Image will copy... There's not much good stuff to copy. There's not much stuff really worth copying at the moment. Coiling Oracle. Okay, and now I just got Ancestral Statue into my hand. Wan Shi Tong with only 1/1 stats. Anyways, I can just do this enough times so that Animar's got 10 counters on him, and then I cast this for nothing. I guess I'll play Sylvan Safekeeper also. If I need to just give my stuff Shroud, so that it can't be targeted by anything, we can totally do that too. Also, this has haste, so it can just go swing immediately, which is hilarious. So he's gonna spawn something in with convert amount cost 5 on his next turn. I don't think he's gonna get another turn after that at this point. But he's probably not getting another turn. Docent of Perfection? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Create a 1/1 blue human wizard. Then if you control 3 or more wizards, transform Docent. I don't even think we're gonna need to, like, know what's on the backside of this. I don't even think it's gonna, like matter that I don't remember what the back face of this is, because... Polar Werebear. I could just make him sacrifice 4 more cards anyways, let's be real. I'll just have Ancestral Statue, put Kozilek, just bounce my own Kozilek back into my hand, and then recast it and draw another 4 cards. We'll just attack like this. He's gonna have to sacrifice another 4. Sacrificed all his creatures. Got him. Basement Key. Osmorano Mardika some. Osmorano Mardika Daistena Kuldakar. His commander. Rocco Street Chef from The Cook. That's fitting. All these cards have something to do with food, right? We got a Master Chef, a food fight. Food fight. Bill the Pony. That's from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? And some Abasement Key. Underworld Cookbook. And yeah, also an Underworld Cookbook. Basement Key. Where is the basement, though? Where exactly is the basement, though, so I can unlock it? Now, where would that be? I'll fight one of these guys on the way out, it looks like. Alright, let's just add that cookbook to my collection. Because why not? Arid Mesa will probably just go grab Volcanic Island turn 3. And then I'll cast Animar. Pass. One-time counter. Okay. I barely have any creatures I can cast that don't cost, like, a boatload of mana. We'll just do Muldrifter Evoked at this point. And then attack for 2. Kind of a slow start. I had, like, one, like... Muldrifter, I only cast it for 3 because it just dies. I evoked it, so it just dies immediately. Otherwise, I have to pay 5 to cast the thing, with this having no counters on it. Okay, but maybe now I'll be able to actually just start speeding this up. Forgotten Ancient. Manowar. We'll just put... I think it's just gonna be, yeah, return this. And then Starfield Vocalist. Counters here and here. Yep. Now we're certainly starting to speed this back up. Okay. I'll put the counters onto Animar. And this is a white soldier, I believe. And I know this king is also white, so... I could just attack right through his board. So yeah, basement key. Can't say I'm so sure where to use the basement key. Okay, once I beat up another mercenary, that is. I think I see the ladder to the basement. Except I have to beat up another of these guys. Turn to Animar and pass. Sure, just make some soldiers, it's fine. These are both white, so... Yeah, I know he can't block or anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, if I do the warp cost can also be reduced by Animar's ability. So I can just do this for 1 mana. Immediately, if I don't mind it getting exiled at the end of turn. Because now I'm gonna get Imperial Recruiter to go off twice instead of just once. Alright, where's Wood Elves? I just realized, okay, maybe I want to go get like another forest on the field or something. Mana War's gonna resolve twice, right? Select target creature. Yeah. It did resolve twice. Imperial Recruiter will go get Fierce Empath. And the second trigger will just get... Does it really matter? Oh, Wild Canter. Fierce Empath will also go off twice. Kozilek. And we'll do Tishana. Cast this for 2. Still, sadly, I can't play another land or anything. I guess I will play a Tinderwall. Well, we almost killed them. And we're on, like, what? Was that my 3rd or my 4th turn? Okay, now we're on my 5th turn, I believe. Yeah, just Starfield Vocalist, even just sticking around for just 1 turn. And then literally just managed to accomplish all of that. That was just ridiculous. Alright, Alpha Strike, I guess. Because he's gotta sacrifice everything. I think I might keep this for another deck. Yeah, but I gotta just get around all these guys now so I can go into the basement. I want to see what I can open up with that key. But now I gotta get on in there. Keep that right where it is because I need a third land. Yeah, definitely need to be able to also make blue. Maddening Hex. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I'm gonna take anywhere between 1 or 6 damage. Then attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponent's chosen... This is just busted in 2-player. This is just like busted in 2-player. Yeah, the way it reads, it's supposed to be balanced around the fact there are like multiple opponents in a game of typical multiplayer Commander. Take away the multiple opponents, and I don't know, in some cases, start the players on much lower life totals, this becomes a problem. I mean, if I didn't start on 34 life, I'd actually be worried. I'd actually be a little concerned if my life total didn't start off so high. And then there's the fact that I'm playing a deck that doesn't really... okay, this one's actually going to make me lose life. This one doesn't really use that many non-creature spells. This one's just going to punish me every single time I play a creature. And this is a deck that just loves to do that. This is a deck that absolutely loves just spamming creatures too, so... I guess we'll just have to, like, yeah, not play too many creatures in that case. I mean, depending on how I play this out, I could still definitely get by. I mean, first things first, I'm attacking into an empty board, which is also nice. Alright, Unified Will. I took 3 damage, but... okay, that witch is gonna go away. I'm still kind of thinking the only way to win is to really just get my creatures out there, even if I'm just going to take a bunch of damage along the way. We gotta get our creatures out there. Oh, a Wall of Bone. Another Wall of Bone. I don't think I have to worry about these too much. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just steal one so he can't use it to block. We'll just go in like this. He's at 5. 4. Okay, that's just a bad mana rock. Yeah, I believe we got this. That was just a shitty mana rock he just played. Oh no, I took 1 damage. Got him. Just seeing if there's any good loot in here. I might keep the Oasis if I just want to have something in my land slot that just gives +3/+3. This is the basement, isn't it? And then is that the locked door that I need the key for? This golem is blocking the way. So I'll have to go and fight him. Alright, turn 1 Tinder Wall, and then I can probably do, like, yeah, turn 2 Animar, if I so desire. Let's go for it. Okay, so far so good. We'll do Wood Owls next, just so I can go grab a forest. And then with that forest, just drop this on the field. I already have only like 2 cards left in my hand, but... okay, that is fine. Am I literally just gonna cast Kozilek already? I'm really gonna cast this already, aren't I? I cannot just push for lethal just yet, but I did just cast Kozilek Butcher of Truth on turn 4. I'm pretty sure. That was turn 4. Oh, does this have to attack or something? Kozilek's just gonna block it. Alright, I'll make you sacrifice all your lands and kill you. Yep, I cast Kozilek on the 4th turn. Yeah, this deck is definitely doing something right. This door is locked. Yeah, this is the gate you were supposed to unlock with the basement key. Alright, so it's full of... okay, there's a few bugs in here, a few spiders. And some additional loot. This looks like it's probably another Master's Pack or something. Always give your foes a choice when they have none. I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly search the basement for more loot. See if there's anything worth grabbing down here. Oh, there's another boss fight in the basement too, potentially? Oh, Blood Moon. I already have a copy of Blood Moon, I'll just find another. I already own this too, Street Wraith. I'm not gonna bother keeping another or anything. $90 gold. So is this another boss fight down here? I think it really is another boss, potentially, we have to fight down here. If we want to, that is. There's even more, like, loot behind these golems. Not even that hard to just bait them into moving out of the way. And I can just grab the loot without a fight. Oh, Source of Plowshares, which I already own, though. The first birth celebrates life. The second birth mocks it. And the rare... oh, another copy of Quatus's Champion. Alright, so... what do you have for me? Conjurer, what do you have for me? Okay, yeah, we just ended up in another boss fight. When enters the battlefield, conjure a card named Lightning Bolt into your hand and discard a card. Whenever you conjure one or more cards, put a +1/+1 counter on this. Conjure a random card from Tome of the Infinite Spellbook into your hand. It perpetually gains. You may spend mana as though it were of any color to cast a spell. Alright, sure. Keep. So, Taiga, Elves, pass. Oh, okay. I'll just cast Adamar. Conjure a random card. At upkeep. Sure. Attacking me with a 2/2. Oh, a 3/3. I'll take 3. And we'll have Moloch just come in as a 4/4 and go fight this as it enters and kill the creature that would otherwise just start gaining a lot of counters. Just activating this alone just gives a +1/+1 permanent every turn, so... yeah, let's get those Evokers off the board. Clone Crafter. Conjure a duplicate of a random creature card from an opponent's library into your hand. Alright, let's just... I don't know when exactly we'll find out what he stole a copy of. I just know that he copied something. No, I can't cast this immediately. I'll attack for 4. I have to sacrifice a non-token creature. I'm thinking it's gonna be... this. I'll just slow him down by putting this into his hand. Yeah, that could definitely use another counter on it. We're gonna do Woodland Bellower. That's gonna go grab Wood Elves, which is gonna go grab another forest card, put it directly onto my field, and then Scythecat Cub is gonna turn these 4 counters into 8. And then I'm gonna cast Kozilek Butcher of Truth for 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Man-O-War. He got that from me, right? Big mistake. You should have targeted this. You should have targeted Animar. Big mistake. Okay. I will just recast it for 1. Yeah, I get to draw 4 more cards. Alright, Wooded Foothills, fetch into whatever, and then make that into a 23/23. Ooh, okay, Sower of Temptation into my hand. I'm literally gonna steal my own Man-O-War. And then this is just gonna kill him. Oh, I only had to beat him. Oh, I only had to beat him once. And then I win all these cards. An Outer Gate key. That's gonna unlock another gate, and there's gonna be is there gonna be another boss behind that gate too? Mantle of Ancient Lore, something I can wear on my body apparently. Clockmaker? Something Tireless Angler Spellbook. I don't even know what that is, what cards are in there. Alright, just make a copy of the top card of somebody's deck. Conjure a duplicate of a random creature card from an opponent's library into your hand. Yeah, you can just steal your opponent's stuff, but anyways. I don't really think I need to be doing that. I might still... and even then, what if I want to play the card anyways, just because... I mean, I like the idea. The idea sounds like fun. So, something about an outer gate key. Now you need to just leave the basement. So what else is even supposed to be up here? Oh, nothing else. I guess aside from these spell books, there's just gonna be even more cards to just add into my collection. Akroma's Vengeance. I think I'll keep the Simian Spirit Guide. Exile from your hand, just add 1 red. It's basically just fast mana. Interesting. Maybe I can do something funny with this, too. And then we have this spellbook as well. Even more cards. Oh, is this Ikoria stuff? Yeah, it looks like Ikoria. Triumph that I already own a copy of. I probably had this for who knows how long. Put a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink counter on target creature. Oh, that's got a really low cycling cost. Discard it to the graveyard and then kind of just revive it, but a 3/6 Vigilance, not the most... definitely not the most exciting thing in the world. Yeah, not too terribly exciting. Let me just go see the outer gate. But even then, first, I'm just gonna leave. Probably sell a bunch of the loot I've accumulated, and then save my game, save my progress. Save the progress I've managed thus far. Alright, we just made another 11,000 gold. And I'm not even done with Zedru City yet, either. And there's still more stuff to do in the city there, that, like, we're right next to. So, I believe I've already seen the outer gate a few times in here. No, really, how big is this city? And yep, that's the outer gate. Right up there. Who's in here? A dragon. Okay, a griffin. That is a pretty nice starting hand. I mean, I guess, yeah, we're okay with the griffin starting. Okay, something to do with gaining life. When you control no enchantments, sacrifice Tethered Griffin. Return this to its owner's hand. Okay, sure, that's fine. Alright, I'll just cast Raven Familiar. I'll go ahead and take the Fierce Empath. And search for... Doesn't really matter what we search for. I don't think it does too much. I'll just draw 3 cards. And actually, I'll do that again. We'll do that again. I'm probably killing this Griffin next turn. Yeah, I'm still probably killing him next turn. Alright, cast Fierce Empath. I think I'll go grab Maelstrom Wanderer. Let's see what I hit off of this. Mox Ruby. And, oh, Imperial Recruiter. Anyways, this is just gonna go. Yep. I just want to get like more of a look-see as to what exactly we got going on here. We got a Dragon guarding another spellbook, so more cards if I can beat them. We got a few like cows or bulls here guarding another spellbook. A bull. We're just gonna fight this one. We're literally gonna fight a bull. Okay, I believe I've seen weirder. I believe I've seen crazier. Okay, just, sure, play your forest. I'll play Animar turn 2 and then just pass and hope for the best. Alright, yep, so far it's looking good. Wood Elves will go grab a forest. And then I'll just attack for 4. And then pass. Oh, wow. Still, absolutely nothing? I don't know, he's gonna have to hurry it up. He's gonna have to hurry this up. I'm not really giving him time to just sit around and wait for like a good creature to come his way. I'm not giving him time. In fact, at the rate we're going, he's not even gonna have another turn. I'll just go get my Peregrine Drake, and he's not even gonna have another turn. Alright, let's untap all my lands that I have. How much counters are we on? Okay. Alright, Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. Just draw 4 more cards. If he had a bit more life, yeah, he'd still be dead. He still wouldn't be able to survive. What's in here? This looks like a bunch of, yeah, March of the Machine? March of the Machine cards. I don't know, I'm just taking some time to admire the cards, even though I'm probably never going to play them. Haven't seen most of those, and I'm just assuming they're, like, not really, like, impacting the meta if I haven't really seen them before. Alright, let's fight the Fire Dragon again, I suppose. We'll keep this hand too. I'm gonna keep that Phantasmal Image. Maybe I shouldn't have, because... And then I just realized, okay. Not really that many cool things to go copy. Don't really have anything worth copying yet. Alright, hopefully this survives. Okay, we'll survive a turn cycle, at least. We'll survive one. Just to slow my opponent down. Alright, he's just gonna recast that. I guess I can force him to recast it again, because I'm gonna bounce it again. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna copy this. Sure. Okay, I can just... Yeah, easily... Yeah, I have 2 of these Fanatic of Ronus's now, and because this is 4 power, they can both make 4 greens, so I can easily get a Kozilek to resolve now. And apparently not do much else this turn. Don't really need to, though. Wrathful Red Dragon and... Okay. We could just make like a huge Mawloc that can go and fight. I'll also draw a card when it enters because it's got enough +1/+1 counters on it, and it's gonna just go kill this. Hexproof in response. I still have some floating mana to spare, so let's just dump all our green cards onto the battlefield. Just because we can. Okay, I think I'm out of mana. Unless I tap this for another 4 green. Except I don't really have any other greens right now, so... But anyway, like, who cares? We're pretty much just, like, we're pretty much already killing him that turn. Who cares? Okay, these are some old cards. Crash of Rhinos. We got an 8/4 for 8 with trample and no other abilities. Love is like a rhino, short-sighted and hasty. If it cannot find a way, it will make a way. Femeref Adage. I tell you, some of these old school, like, yeah, pretty much some of these cards from, like, Mirage Block have some really, like, insightful, amazing flavor text. Some of these cards have, like, really good flavor text on them. Telemtor. The curious merely amass knowledge, the ambitious use it. If Telemtor attacks, all attacking creatures with flanking get +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, flanking tribal. I'm never gonna play that. How many creatures with flanking even exist in the game anyways? I think it was, like, only a mechanic really printed in Mirage Block and maybe, like, a few, like, random cards here and there, so... Not like, so many we could make, like, a whole, like, flanking deck. I mean, maybe we could, but... I don't think it's worth it. I don't think there's, like, too many flanking cards in the game. I'm just not gonna bother. Interesting to see that, though. Like, no, really. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to me. Okay, that's fine. Better that I take the 2 damage than Animar. So let's see if he has another copy of Stomp or anything like it. Well, I guess we'll see if he has another. Oh, he's just gonna play this from exile. Okay, the Bone Crusher Giant. I'm gonna warp this. Evoke this. Kind of a slow start here, but... Yeah, my idea of a slow start is just drawing 4 cards the turn after Animar comes down, apparently. Apparently that's my idea of a slow start. Squash deals 6 damage to Animar Soul of Elements. In response, dive down, give this thing hexproof. Okay, I'm gonna just bring back Starfield Vocalist first. Then Forgotten Ancient. Now every time anybody plays a spell, this is just gonna start getting counters. I'm gonna Phantasmal Image. I want to copy this. Get even more ETB triggers than normal. And pass. If a giant source you control would deal damage to a... I'll just counter it. That would make us giants, I'll just do double damage. I'll just stop that entirely. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna probably grab here. And then this is probably gonna start to get absolutely hilarious. I'll just dump the counters here. And let's just watch this start to spiral completely out of control. So, I have 2 Vocalists ready. So, Fierce Empath is going to trigger a grand total of 3 times when it enters. So I'll grab Tishana with the first, Kozilek with the second, gonna grab Woodland Bellower with the third, Kozilek will cast. Okay, I think now we'll do Woodland Bellower. Which is also going to trigger 3 times. So let's get 3 green creature cards out of our deck onto the battlefield. Preferably I'm gonna go grab all ones with ETBs. So Wood Elves is gonna go get me not just 1, but 3 forests. Let's get the rest of them. And a breeding pool. Let's go get another creature. Let's get another. Alright, the one that can just search for any creature. Discard a card. Go get any other creature. Oh, something else that can just search for creatures when it enters. Why not? Oh wait, this is gonna also go off 3 times, so... That's gonna actually have to kill 2 of my creatures, I just realized. Alright, what else can we get? Okay, we can untap our lands. And with this, let's see what else we can get. I'm gonna do a Coiling Oracle. Hedge Maze onto the battlefield. I can surveil 1, 3 times. Sylvan Library into my hand, and then Commercial District, I'll surveil 1, 3 more times. Yeah, I believe I can just untap every single one of my lands here with this bad boy. Okay, let's actually untap them. Select cards to untap. Well, all of them. Okay, every time I cast a creature spell, I'm now gonna draw a card. And then we're gonna search for 3 creatures with power 2 or less. Wan Shi Tong. I'll take Moloch, and I'll take... It doesn't matter, clearly. Trinket Mage. Mox Ruby, Divining Top, Skull Clamp into my hand. This is gonna make me draw how many cards? Total. $53. Alright, there's Maelstrom Wanderer. I'm not gonna choose to not cast that. Yeah, because I don't want to just cast, like, so many... I don't want to draw so many cards I deck out. Okay, at this point, we can just stop. I think you get the idea. Yeah, we just did all that with just, yeah, 2 Starfield Vocalists on the battlefield, and look at what happened. And look how that went. Alright, let's just attack. With everything. Sacrifice his lands. And do 126 damage. So, where exactly? Oh, in here. Is this Zedru? Zedru's in here, right? This is him? Oh, we're finally gonna make it to the main event, are we? Zedru. His portrait looks kind of ugly. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent conjures one of Zedru's gifts onto the battlefield under their control. Okay, just gonna put random stuff onto my field that's probably gonna, like, screw me over in one way or another, isn't it? Alright, let's see exactly what kind of gifts we're talking about here. I guess only one way to really find out. Flumph. Okay, that is not actively gonna harm me, so that I'm at least fine with. That doesn't look like it actively screws me over by being on my field. No more than 1 creature can attack each combat, and no more than 1 creature can block each combat. That might slow me down some more. That could slow me down, potentially. Mox Ruby, Sensei's Divining Top. Pass. Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. Oh, really now? I'll have to find a way to clear that off the field now, it looks like. Power greater than number... Or just draw like 50 cards again, then completely ignore it. Or just do like last game and draw 50 cards. Oh, right, only a single creature can attack. Because of this guy. What am I gonna get stuck with now? Oh, a second copy of Ensnaring Bridge. I guess in case I was thinking about removing one of them. Oh, I'm gonna get another creature on my field. That, even then, it's still only a single one can attack, so what's the point? Plenty of lands, but nothing to do with them. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. Ooh, Mana War. We'll just have it bounce itself. I guess we're gonna finally start accumulating counters onto Animar over here. I'm out of blue mana. I'll play my land that can make blue and do this one more time. Do 1 damage. A second Master of the Feast. Okay, assuming that's ever gonna do combat damage to me. He's giving me 2 5/5s. Alright, play Muldrifter for 2, I guess. Finding 2 more land cards. Alright, let's draw another 2 cards off of Muldrifter here. And this is what we're gonna find. So that cannot legally attack. Nothing really can at the moment. And to think, yeah, only a single creature is going to be attacking each combat anyways. I mean, at least this has 6 counters on it now, so I guess next turn, or even just now, Kozilek could come out swinging. Activated abilities of artifacts can't be activated. So my Moxen are going to do nothing, and this is going to do nothing. Confiscate attached to Muldrifter. I'll just counter it. I feel like we're gonna probably be in for a long game here if pretty much cannot realistically do what I need to do here. Canker Bloom can remove... Who am I kidding? We'll just, I guess, keep this handy. Keep this kind of on standby. Oh, okay. So that's what we're gonna draw into. The plan could be just to draw so many cards these actually don't matter. Because this deck is certainly capable of just doing that. And then we just go for an Alpha Strike, and Zedru dies in a single turn once the floodgates are gone. Yeah, that is once the levy finally breaks. Oh, yeah, I did already play a land. Of course. And then I'm kind of, like, not really able to do... Okay, we can tap this guy. Raven Familiar, let's see what you can come up with. We'll just take the guy that can copy something. Yeah, I need to certainly get more cards in my hand so I can actually kind of go swinging. Okay, but this can at least attack. So yeah, knock him down to 32. That can at least swing. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Demonic Taskmaster. Okay, I can get the Arbiter off the field with the Taskmaster. I can get this off the field without needing to commit one of my own resources to doing so. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice an artifact other than Rust Elemental if you can't. Tap Rust Elemental and you lose 4 life. I'm just gonna let the Raven Familiar die, and we're gonna sacrifice the Taskmaster Arbiter. So I still have to deal with the Ensnaring Bridges. Which there are 2 of, so even if I destroy one, we're still stuck under the other. So this can't attack, and then Animar can't attack. Or it could just draw so many cards that it stops mattering entirely. That is an entirely possible angle of attack to take. Literally draw, like, so many cards that the bridges don't matter. Copy Mana War and put Kozilek back in hand. Worldly Tutor into any creature I choose. I think we're gonna do Tishana. But first, recast Kozilek for nothing. Ooh, Peregrine Drake. I can untap my lands with this. So let's do that. We're just gonna combo all over Zedru here, not even care about the stuff he's putting on my field. Just combo all over him here. Now I have a 10 card hand. Alright, Cloud of Fairies. Draw again. I think that's all we have to actually untap. Imperial Recruiter. We'll go get Empath. And this will go get Maelstrom Wanderer. Cast it. Free Skull Clamp. Scythecat Cub. So how many creatures do I currently control? At this point, I don't even feel like counting. Because it's so many. Cast Tishana. And then just draw... Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. So greater than 34. So 34 or greater. I don't think we have to worry anymore. And now I can just forget about the bridges. Am I out of mana? I think I might be. I think I might finally be out of mana. Can we just send everybody in? Alright, 1 shot, 1 kill. Two Ensnaring Bridges and a Silent Arbiter? No problem. I can just, I can just play perfectly around everything he just stuck onto my field. That's gonna be another keep. 9 lives. If a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage. Put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarnation... Okay, so, and when that leaves the battlefield, I lose the game. When 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. He better not just destroy it immediately. Now that better not happen. Yeah, if he just instantly destroys this, yeah, the game's over. Dealt 2 and dealt by creatures you control? Oh, I can't even do combat damage anymore. Kinda like my main way of winning. I'll have to just find something that removes this before I can proceed. Just find anything that can just get this off the field before I can proceed onwards. Simple as that. Okay, the bridge. If I just draw like 30 plus cards, I can forget about the bridge. Animar. I mean, at least for now, my creatures can't take damage either. Non-land permanents don't untap, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life. Oh, now I'm stuck with an embargo? Okay, at least the lands will untap fine. At least the lands do, so I guess that's possible to still play around. Anyways, all of this is still gonna be such a nuisance anyway. This is still gonna be such a nuisance regardless. How am I gonna just, yeah, clear out all this stuff? And this has to, like, stay on the field. Oh, it has hexproof, it can't be targeted. But yeah, we cannot simply not allow that to leave the field at any point. Okay, I think that probably just shuts down my entire deck. My deck is at least like 40 or more my deck is like at least like 40 to 50% creatures. This probably just shuts down the whole deck. Can't cast creature spells. This probably shuts down the entire deck. Skull Clamp. If only this had low enough toughness that Skull Clamp could just kill it. Can't cast creature spells. In a deck that has like at least 40 to 45 creatures in it. And now I can't play any of them. I mean, if this was at least blue, I'd sacrifice the Flare of Denial to get out of it. I guess I have to literally just find Birthing Pod and sack this away. That's all I got. I think that's all I have to deal with this. Just find a Birthing Pod to sack this away. That's all I believe I have. No, I definitely don't want to, like, start making copies of Grid Monitor. Definitely don't want to copy my Grid Monitor whatsoever. Oh, it's Flumph. Anyways, I'm still in deep trouble. Oh, snap. Swan Song, counter snap. Can I cast Flare of Denial? Strict Serenade only hits artifacts, creatures, planeswalkers. Swan Song, I need to stop. So, Snap is in his hand? Because this... Oh, it's in my hand. Well, just don't cast it. Just simply, like, don't play this. Ever. Just let it stay in the hand. I'm gonna literally have to sacrifice Animar. literally cannot let Grid Monitor stay on my field if I'm playing Animar. This deck is basically just, yeah, like, just play a bunch of creatures. This literally shuts it down entirely. Stony Silence I can play through. And we still gotta, yeah, like, out Statecraft, and Embargo could kill me. But if enough turns pass, Embargo could kill me. Just play this as a creature. I need to start getting counters on Animar again. That's how I unlock all my best plays. A Crow and Horse. Okay, this I can also play through. Oh wait, it just went back to him. And it just disappeared. Oh, sacrifice it to Rust Elemental. Okay, sure. Whatever. Ooh, Ancestral Statue. We can kind of just, yeah, make Animar now as big as we want to. We have a loop going. I have to just make sure I don't accidentally click on the Grid Monitor at any point while we're doing this, or we kind of just lose the game. If we accidentally cast Grid Monitor, we kind of just lose on the spot. And then that basically just means we cannot play. Dark Confidant. Okay. As long as I don't reveal something big that potentially kills me. Commercial District doesn't make me lose life. Woodland Bellower can probably, yeah, find an out, so yeah, keep that where it is. I gotta just wait one more turn. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Okay, at least my deck's not trying to do that. Oh wait, I'm gonna lose 6 life. Just realized we're losing 6 life, actually. So I'm at 11 life here. So let's go and get... yeah, the one thing I have that can just pick off a problematic artifact or enchantment. And then if Animar doesn't just kill on the spot, then Embargo stops it from untapping. Destroy an enchantment, that's probably going to be Statecraft. And then I think I need to just cast Ancestral Statue a couple more times. Can we just kill him here? Oh wait, why can't this... oh no, why can't this attack? Aha, Ensnaring Bridge. Ah, the bridge. Okay, I still took off 3 points of life, though. Okay, this can get the bridge off the field just by returning a non-land permanent I control to its owner's hand. That could take the bridge off the field. So what else got put onto my field that I might... a second copy of Stony Silence? That's it. Ghostly Prison. Sure. Plume Creed Escort. Ancestral Statue will return Ensnaring Bridge to the hand. And now Animarch can swing freely after I pay 4. Got him. Okay, that was the most annoying shit I've done, like, all week. Okay, we got, like, yet another, like, thing we can wear. Zedru the Great-Hearted. If I want to play that kind of deck myself, I totally could now. Also, yeah, adds 1 life, 94 shards, some money. That was, like, easily the most annoying game of Magic I've played all week, maybe even all month. And I still just weaseled my way out of Statecraft and Ensnaring Bridge on game 2. And then game 1, double Ensnaring Bridge. I simply just drew like 30 cards and then forgot it, and I could just forget about the bridges. At that point, you don't even have to think about the bridges anymore. So, this stone, I don't know what to do with it just yet. Chandra's Tome we also have. Mantle of Ancient Lore. Green key, red key. Yeah, Donovan's Amulet. Okay, this was the other new thing we got. Zedru's Lantern. Really should equip some of these just to see what they actually do, because I have no idea what they do. Best way to find out is just equip one. And just see. And with all that said and done, I honestly feel like doing a bit of shopping before I end this stream. This isn't exactly the shop I was looking for, but I don't know, maybe something I might like might show up here as well. Oh, who am I kidding? We have Invoke Prejudice for sale. Again. We can buy this again if we want. I'm gonna keep looking. Where was the shop that was selling the booster packs again? Where was that shop again? There was a shop selling blue boosters. Where is that? I believe I was actually looking at around the usual spot that place was, but it seems to be a different shop. I believe, yeah, this was the place. I'm pretty sure this was the place right here, or I was just picking up all the blue booster packs. And now I just noticed like a different shop entirely here. This looks like the shop moved around. Yeah, I think it did move. Okay, we have other booster packs also available for sale here. I think I'm gonna try some of the other packs we have for sale here instead. Seventh and 8th edition, I believe, have some decent cards. I'm pretty sure, yeah, both of those you can get Birds of Paradise. That would just be nice to have in general for any green deck, really. Masters 25, Modern Horizons 3. I'm gonna pick up both of these. I think I'm also gonna take a 10th edition. Another 7th. Another Masters 25. All in all, we still bought, like, quite a few packs. I'm just gonna open these and call it a night. I'm just gonna quickly go and rip through these and see what we find. Not what I was looking for, unfortunately. Former Elder Scout. Doesn't sound like he survived the thunderstorm. Telepathic Spies. Look at target opponent's hand, and apparently that's all they do. Where's the other 7th edition that I picked up? I might as well just go through all the 7th editions that I have, like one after the other. At the end of each player's turn, if that player didn't play a spell this turn, Impatience deals 2 damage to him or her. I'm going to count to 3. 3. Alright, it's a 2/2 for 2 that can't even block. Enchanted creature has Swamp Walk. And that's it, apparently. Engineered Plague. Make all creatures of a specific type get -1/-1. That could be a handy sideboard card. Alright, let's do Odyssey now. Just quickly rip through Odyssey. Okay, I like the Psychotog, that's cool. That's just a classic card from, like, early 2000s. Yeah, I've heard, like, people are playing, like, pre-modern, so everything, like, Scourge and before, and this card's still relevant in that format. I mean, yeah, it was probably, yeah, very relevant, and, like, I mean, especially, like, when it was in Standard, it was very relevant. Discard cards from your hand, and then you can immediately remove those from the game, from your graveyard, to continue increasing this thing's stats. Yeah, let's just discard 2 cards, give it +2/+2, and then, okay, exile those those same 2 cards that we just discarded. We can exile them, and this gets another +1/+1. Yeah, 2, like, stat-boosting abilities that actually work very well together with one another. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought this would be, like, a really good card back in the day? Yeah, 2 abilities that go really well together. Alright, 8th edition. He's gonna give me Call of the Wild. Reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature card, I can put it into play. Otherwise, put it into my graveyard. You could potentially spend like 4 mana to get literally nothing. And then 4 mana just to even get this on the field in the first place. I'll pass. I am not interested. Enchanted creature can't be blocked except by walls. Do like the sound of making a creature unblockable, so we'll hold on to this until I find something that's even better at just fulfilling this purpose. That would be for Geist of St. Traft, most likely. He has hexproof, now I just ideally want to make him unblockable too, so he's even harder to stop. 10th edition. Oh, so that's why the opponent gains control of it, but yeah, you're giving them a 3/3 creature. I'm not exactly a fan. Alright, Masters Edition 1, let's see. Oh, Berserk. Target creature gains trample and plus X plus 0 until end of turn where X is its power. Okay, if I need to give my commander that's usually like 13 plus power trample for only 1 mana, then we can do it. Yeah, if I got Animar like super big and I just need to give it trample so it can be guaranteed to like push through, on top of doubling its power, yeah, that's the perfect card for the job. Berserk. We'll take Berserk. Such a goofy looking wall. Let's do the 2 Masters 25 boosters now. Oh, I got another. Oh, who am I kidding? I got another Blood Moon. I don't know. Maybe we'll use Giant Growth for something, but I think at this point, not likely. Thinking by now, not too likely. Utopia Sprawl, not bad. Not bad at all. Sundering Titan. Interesting. I believe this is just banned in like typical multiplayer commander style. Yeah, just mass land denial, just overall not really something that actually enhances, it usually just detracts from the gameplay experience. It's not the most busted card ever, but usually just like makes the gameplay experience all around worse, so probably the only reason it's banned is just, yeah. Typically just removing everybody's lands and not letting them play the game. Usually not fun. It's not that it's like absolutely busted, it's just not very fun. Oh, this is a land on the back, isn't it? It is. I'll definitely keep that. Detective's Phoenix. Okay, that is another solid playable in red. Ugin's Labyrinth. Satya Aetherflux Genius. That's another very solid playable commander, but probably not going to ever use it because I'm already running Aragorn, and that deck's amazing. Aragorn, King of Gondor, that deck is already amazing too. Yeah, seeing some pretty good cards in this pack. I'd definitely be down to buy some more Modern Horizons 3 if this is what the pack is going to look like. Got some very solid playables in it. We can always just upgrade those decks with some of the new cards we got. We can always tweak those decks another day. Not tweaking them now. I want to go sleep.